Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about something a little bit different, but something that affects pretty much everyone at some point in their life, and that is connection. Not just connection with others, but connection with yourself and with spirit and with life itself. You know that deep sense that you're in it, that you're part of something real and meaningful and essential, something that is filling your heart. And just as importantly, what it feels like when that connection fades, in particular if you've been dealing with narcissistic or toxic relationships, and how to find your way back. So for those new here, welcome. My name is Annemarie. I'm a neurotransformational life coach, a hypnotherapist and a spiritual guide. I help people, in particular women, to heal from and reclaim their power and to find meaning and purpose in their life again after toxic or narcissistic relationships. So let's start with disconnection. Because most of us know this feeling better than we want to admit, right? It's that sense of going through the motions, that life is happening around you, not with you. You're just not part of it. You might feel numb or restless or distracted. You'll be lacking energy and that zest for life. Sometimes it's a low-level anxiety that's buzzing in the background. Other times it's exhaustion, not just physical tiredness, but soul tiredness. You procrastinate and you literally have no energy or purpose or drive or direction. You're scrolling your phone or your computer, you're bouncing between tasks, maybe even showing up for people, but not for yourself, because inside you feel distant, not present, not truly here. And if we look around in the world, the entire world is reflecting that at us today, and we're part of it. So this kind of disconnection can really sneak up on us, and often we don't realize how far we've drifted off our path until something wakes us up. Or worse, we will lose something or someone. That moment of stillness, a breakdown, a breakthrough, a realization, something cracks the autopilot. Unfortunately, it's often too late. Even though it's never too late to change, often people don't do anything about it until they've lost the person that they love or thought they loved. Now contrast that with the moments that you do feel connected. They might be simple. You're walking and suddenly notice how the sunlight filters through the trees. You're laughing with someone you love and time just dissolves. You're working on something that excites you and hours pass like minutes. Not mere distractions, but truly connecting with what you're doing. In those moments, you're in it. You're submerged in it, in that joy, in that energy. There's no distance between you and life. You feel whole, you feel awake. Even if the world is still chaotic, there's a kind of inner alignment, a kind of inner peace. Like you're sitting in the center of your own life instead of watching it from the sidelines, like an observer. So why do we lose that? Why do we disconnect? A big reason is overstimulation. We're constantly plugged in, news, email, social media, notifications, right? Messages, texting. We're processing more information in a day than our ancestors did in months. And it's not our fault, but our nervous systems weren't designed for this pace. And when we get overwhelmed, this connection becomes a survival response, a buffer. Another reason is emotional overload. I know for me, I got completely overloaded and lost in my narcissistic relationship. Of course, I didn't know it was narcissistic in nature at the time, until the last couple of years, at which stage I really enforced my boundaries, and unfortunately the abuse got escalated to the point where there was no return. Hence, I've been no contact for 14 months. The best decision, or even if you had to push me out the door, it was the best thing for me to just keep walking. Because I've been taking that time to reconnect with me. Because the main reason that we feel so disconnected is because we've lost our connection with our soul purpose, our soul. Sometimes what we feel is just too much. Grief, disappointment, confusion, anger, shame, fear, and we lose touch with our spiritual power. So we go numb and we distract ourselves, and slowly, without meaning, we lose touch with what's real for us. And so how do we find our way back? How do we stay connected, even in a messy, fast-paced world? Relationships, work situations, right? Everything is fast-paced. So here's what I've learned. Connection isn't something we need to consciously apply. It's something that we must practice. Start small. Take 3 deep breaths. Feel your feet on the ground. Check in. What am I feeling right now? What do I need right now? Even that tiny pause begins to shift something for you. Spending time in nature, real, with no screens, real nature, really helps. Movement helps. Dance helps, walking, stretching, journaling, meditation. I meditate every day as part of my spiritual practice. I connect inward and upward many times throughout my day, which has been my main tool to heal and recover from my narcissistic relationship. Talking honestly with someone who gets you, not someone who minimizes your experiences or competes with you, but someone who truly gets you. Talk with yourself. Talk with God. We must connect with ourselves if we are to have genuine connections with others in the world. Even just choosing one moment a day to fully be present, like look where I am, right? I've just been sitting here this morning meditating on this deck and just appreciating and being grateful. So be fully present when you're eating, driving, washing the dishes. Helps bring you back to the present moment. And the key is to be gentle. You don't force connection, you invite it. You embrace it consistently, not just once a week or once a month or when you're feeling down or empty, but consciously remembering to connect so that you stay full at all times. The whole idea of connection first with yourself and then the divine, is to not only appreciate life, but to contribute to its beauty. Not just to take. We have to give back. Okay, we have to give back. So you learn to create the conditions where your body and your heart feel safe enough to land again. Staying connected isn't about perfection. It's not about always feeling inspired or joyful or grounded. It's about returning again and again to yourself, returning to what's real and what keeps you grounded. Because spirituality isn't some airy-fairy concept up in the sky. It's grounded in consistent practice. Otherwise, it's only theoretical. And you know, there's a lot of intellectually spiritual people in the world today, and intellectual understanding is quite dangerous because it lacks experience and it becomes very judgmental. And so when we build practices that help us stay aware, even just 10 minutes a day, every day, it's like laying a foundation. I feel like I'm scrunching down because I've got the sun on my back and it's quite warm, but I don't want to stop the video right now. It's like a foundation. And over time, that connection deepens. And when we won't need others to fill us up. When they can, that's a bonus. But you're quite capable of filling yourself. Now that's powerful, right? Sadly, often that's judged as arrogance because people can't imagine that you're able to fill yourself up, because people are so used to being filled up by others. And that's a narcissistic trait, and the world is filled with narcissism and entitlement, right? Looking to you to fill them up, and then they dictate the terms as to how they want to be filled up. So just focus on filling yourself up. That's the most powerful thing you can do for yourself, and the most beautiful gift you can give the world. Because this arrogance is someone else's, people when they say that you being able to fill yourself up is arrogance, that's just their own fear. So pay them no mind, because they just want to steal your joy. They do. They just want to steal your joy. Life starts to feel more textured. You notice more, you feel more, you care more, because you're more connected. And even when hard things come, and they will, we face them from a place of wholeness, not fragmentation. So if you're feeling disconnected at the moment, or even feeling broken, I know we're never broken, but sometimes we feel broken, right? So even if you're feeling broken right now, know this: you've been given an opportunity to awaken. No matter how painful, and I truly understand the painful. Unfortunately, as humans, we step off our true path all too often. Whether it's because others have abused us or whether we're just distracted in life, doesn't matter. As humans, we tend to step off our path too easily. And often adversity comes to kind of nudge us back on track. So use that adversity, use that pain to nudge yourself back on track and reconnect. Every moment is an invitation back. Back to your breath, back to your body, back to the wild, raw, beautiful experience of being alive. and back to your beautiful, beautiful self. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to begin. One breath, one step, any direction is fine. Just take that step. One real moment at a time. So, thank you once again for being here, for joining me and in this beautiful space. And if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear in the comments how you connect when life gets too loud. And until next time, stay connected, stay gentle, and stay soul conscious, because it's time. It's time to connect, reconnect. It's time to shine, because you have a right to find that joy, that authentic connection with yourself again. Why? Because you deserve it. Okay, so until next time, lots and lots and lots of love as always, and bye for now.